Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful night's rest and you woke up this morning feeling wonderful, that you feel great, that your mind is keen, that your body is sound, and that you spiritually are in tune with the Lord. Today's daily bread is water to wine. Water to wine. I remember I was in church, one church, and the person said to me that about drinking, trying to justify their drinking. They said, well, Jesus turned water into wine. So it just kind of popped up in my mind. When you read the text, is that something that he really wanted to do? Yes, he has the ability to do it. But is that something that he wanted to do? Or did he do it because one of the commandments is to honor thy father and mother? And since his mother is the one that told the servants to do what her son tells them, is he just being obedient to his mother? And that's because that's one of the commandments? Or is it just he done that on his own? Well, let's read the text. John 2, 1 through 11, where Jesus turned water into wine. John 2, 1 through 11. Let's start with verse 2. Verse 1 of John chapter 2. 3 days later, they all went to celebrate a wedding feast in Cana of Galilee. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was invited, together with him and his disciples. While they were celebrating, the wine ran out, and Jesus' mother hurried over to her son. The host of the brink is on the brink of embarrassment. There are many guests, and there is no wine. Jesus says, dear woman, is it our problem they miscalculate when buying wine and inviting guests? My time has not arrived. But she turned to the servants. Do whatever my son tells you. And from that point on, we know what happened. They filled these jars, these 30-gallon, 20 to 30-gallon jars with water, and it turned into wine. But when you read that, Jesus was not going to do that. This is not something he done just for those wedding guests or for the wedding party. He done it out of the obligation to be obedient to his mother. So it's all about how you read the scriptures. We need to make sure that we pull out of the scriptures what we should pull out of the scriptures, because clearly Jesus said, dear woman, is it our problem, verse 4, that they miscalculated when buying wine and inviting guests? So in other words, he wasn't worried about it. If they ran out of wine, they ran out of wine. We need to make sure when we're reading the Bible that we're getting the correct interpretation. It's very important. After that, we need to make sure we apply that to our bodies and to our minds and to our lives, so we make sure that we're living correctly. God bless you every second, every minute, every hour of every day.